What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Daily Refinement. I just want to update you guys on episode number 1, and the first item that we listed yesterday already sold. So this is a pair of Skechers. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I used to find the item and exactly what it sold for and what I netted on the item. If you don't want to listen to the whole video, I basically netted $22 by selling this for $40, and I purchased it for $5. So after the fees of shipping, $7.55 for a padded flat rate envelope, which is this guy. You can order these supplies for free from USPS.com. I recommend getting one package of each of the items if you have enough space. If not, maybe just browse to see which containers that you need for the free shipping supplies for priority only. Don't use these for other types of shipping. These are only for priority shipping. The PayPal fee was $1.46 and the marketing fee was $4. So this is something interesting, guys. You can see this is my new account, Reseller Field Guide. It has 0 feedback. It's brand new. There's no reason for me to fake that. If you type in the account, you'll see, okay, right here, the final value fee due is $4. Let's click on the all account activity. A lot of you are going to ask me why I chose free shipping. The reason is because I don't have best offer. Most of the items I post, I'm going to post them where I think they're going to sell, not mark them up. And also, I want to do less accounting. So this is just one line. No store fee, no promoted listings. I don't have time for that right now because this is a side project for me. So I want to keep it as clean and crispy as possible. Here is my actual listing. $40 is what it sold for. Very clean description. Skechers work shape up size 6. Condition is pre-owned. Shipped with USPS priority mail. Excellent condition. No damage or scuffs. Gently worn a few times. They are dark jet black. And I also included some photos that were taken with no artificial lighting. And the reason is because I do not want to over promise to the customer. They'll see these initial photos are overexposed for dramatic effect in the white background. But as you continue through and click through, you'll see that they are taken with natural lighting. It's not going to look super sexy, but this is actually what the shoe looks like. So when the customer gets it, they won't be surprised and think it's more of a gray. I wanted to let them know it is a true dark black with no damage. So that's important. I also cross-posted this item on Poshmark, Mercari, OfferUp, and Facebook Marketplace because with limited capital, you want to get as much exposure as you can, and it doesn't cost any money to list on those platforms. So I did it. Ended up selling on eBay, which is one of the more expensive platforms because you have to pay for a PayPal fee on top of that. So this ends up being 13, 14% fees. And then shipping, you do not get a discount. Like if this was sold on Poshmark, you would get a $679 shipping. So a little bit of a break there. eBay just uses the traditional commercial plus pricing for shipping. I included a thank you note, and I don't normally do that, but this is a brand new account, and I want to take care of it like a plant, a baby plant, and you want it to grow. So I have 0 feedback here. You can pad it by buying some items, which I will. I'll buy some items to reflip on eBay and get some feedback in the meantime. But I wrote, thank you very much for your business. I'm just getting started. Would you mind leaving me a positive 5-star feedback? If there's any issue with your package, please text me and I will resolve it as soon as I can. Thank you so much for your business. I printed this on a Dymo printer. I just wrote it out on text edit and then printed it. It will automatically format it so it fits on here. You don't need to write anything fancy. You don't need to write a card. It's nice though to get started, to get people on that route. You don't need a packing slip. I've shipped tens of thousands of packages on eBay. If they get lost, they get lost. I don't think that the packing slip inside is going to have that package come back to you. Maybe if you're selling items over $100, you may want to include that for most of us. A thank you note is also extra, but you can just ship the item straight up in the package. Make sure it's well packed and not damaged. I am going to stuff these shoes a little bit with some extra magazine paper so they hold their shape on the way. There's not enough room in this padded flat rate to double pad them, but again, this is a soft shoe in a bubble mailer. It will make it there pretty much unscathed. I also have free returns set up normally. I just forgot to do that on this case. In this case, and the reason why I would do free returns is I'm trying to give my customers the top level of confidence to buy from me. I don't want them to be afraid for any reason. So people will ask, Chris, anybody can cheap sell the item. I would have waited for more money. That's true. If you look at here are the active listings, 60, 65, 40. These people, I'm not sure how long they've had this item listed, but I bet it's longer than 1 day. I'm just shooting to sell something quickly. You can click here and you see eBay has these parameters under 40, 40 to 55 and over 55. If you click under 40, you'll see there are 80 results. And you'll think it's possible that a buyer will click that because they, maybe they only have a certain budget and there's still 80 to choose from. So if you're listed at $41, you're automatically out of this unless you pay, like this person, an extra promoted listings fee and you want to mark up the item. That's great. But as a buyer, I would still rather buy one that's $40 than one that's $58, even though this has premium placement, right? So all these gimmicks that eBay comes up with to earn more fees are not necessary. You don't need a store subscription. You don't need promoted listings. You don't need a really old account. All you need is to list a good product at a good price. You can see here, here's a similar white one. Wow, this one is really cheap. It's only $28. So you can see if they're in excellent condition and somebody doesn't know what they're doing, I might pick one of these pairs of shoes up if it was like $12 to $15 shipped, if it was in like new condition. And I could reflip that for 40. Let's actually look and see if there's somebody mispricing these too low. 17. No, see the lowest is like, here's one for 27 free shipping. That's pretty cheap. This is definitely underpriced. So is this one, depending on what the condition is. If they're like new, they could probably get $10 more for it. And if you look through here, you can see black commands a little bit more of a premium than white. I'm not sure why that is, but you're looking at all the cheaper ones being white. These are trends that you would want to pay attention to. Again, I didn't even start looking into Skechers until I did that report, and we found out that Skechers is the third most common shoe sold on eBay, but for an average of $20. So not the best flip brand per se, but some of the items do go for more. I mean, I don't know how many of you in the watching are surprised that a pair of used Skechers sold for $40, but depends on which Skechers. I'm also going to get a bunch of emails saying, Chris, I have 30 pairs of Skechers in my store and none of them sold. And they don't know what styles, they don't know what color, they don't know what the market is. You have to do a lot of homework before you purchase an item. I went into a Goodwill for 1 hour and only purchased one item. Okay, and that one item wasn't even there. I had to ask the lady to go into the back and bring back shoes, including kids' shoes. She sold this to me for $5 instead of $8.99 because she miscategorized it as a kid's shoe. So this is all stuff that is important, because if you don't work a little bit harder, then the people who are thrifting, an hour before you get to the store will have gotten all the easy pickups, and you have to work a little bit harder to find these. And your time is very precious. Going to a store and coming out with no items to sell is kind of a sad day. So definitely do your homework, check your comps. Ask the manager to look for in the back items that you are looking for as well. Be courteous, be nice. Include photos that are more accurate. Try to do the best you can for titles and description. Be accurate. Free shipping, free returns does help. You'll also get haters saying, oh, well, I don't like doing free shipping because whatever, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter what you do. I'm just saying, from a buyer's perspective, free shipping, free returns is the easiest, most slippery way into a transaction. You want to make it easier to buy, not harder to buy, especially if you are just getting started. Okay, you may not have, even veteran sellers sometimes get cocky and think that they have some kind of special ability because they're able to charge shipping. No, the market is the market. Plenty of really high volume sellers offer free shipping. That being said, something like 5% of sellers offer free returns. So not many. I just do that so that I can avoid the high item not is described rate. I'm in the used category. So, now once I got hit with that penalty a couple of months ago, I've been more wary and trying to be more, pay attention more to how this works. Okay, so let's go back into the way I record this. The receipt, actually, I already went over it, but I just want to review it real quick so it's easier for you guys to remember. I basically get the receipt number. I put where I store it. This ID is a unique number to the item, so I'm going to go from 00001 to, I don't know how many items I'm going to list during this experiment, but again, we're listing 4 times a week for 12 weeks. So let's see here. That's on the last week, you're going to be listing roughly 15 to 25 items a day for $250 profit. So I would say this is probably a few hundred, maybe 300 listings, 400 listings over the course of 3 months. Let's just say 300 listings. So that's pretty reasonable. You know, that's going to be 100 listings per month, roughly 25 listings per week, but we're starting small. The goal for this first week is just to list $10 profit. I believe this Poshmark hat will sell for 20. That's my prediction. So it'll probably sell on Poshmark, so I'll net $16 from that. So that'll give me another $16 to put into this bucket. But as of right now, I am working with $27. I put the $5 in out of my own wallet, and I received $27 back, including that $5, so $22 profit. I know there are haters that'll say I don't have the $5. It's easy for you to say. Again, this is probably not the right occupation for you. I apologize that I'm not truly starting at zero. I did try though. I went to Craigslist free section. I just wasn't able to pick up anything for free. Plus, guys, unless you truly, you're homeless and you look up the item on a library computer and walk to the free item to get it for free, and then flip it, and then find a dime on the ground to pay for the print at the library printer, and then borrow someone's tape gun and tape the label on. That's truly starting from zero. This is a little bit further than that, so I apologize for those people. It does favor people who have $5 and a place to live, in a car or a bike. So it's tough, man, when you receive the amount of comments that I do. But I appreciate you guys coming to watch this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow in episode number 2. And everyone have a great day. Take care.